Hello students, welcome to today's class. How are you doing today? Well, I hope that you're doing great and you have had a wonderful day today. And I also hope that you remember what have we learned in our past two classes. Why? Because today's class we are going to practice our past two classes so well so that we become a master in those concepts. Well, let us try and start the class by trying to recall the concepts before we actually get to the practice activities. Let us click on begin and let's see. We learned how to add, right? 3 apples and 5 apples is equals to 8 apples. Now, how do you do that? You can use your fingers to count and add, right? Let's look at the first image. It shows how many apples. You count 1 more, 1, 2, and 3, right? So that's 3. Plus, how many apples in the second group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 plus 5 is equals to total how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. That means 3 plus 5 equals to 8, right? This is the addition sign or plus sign that we use, okay? And yeah, it doesn't matter if we are adding apples or any other objects, okay? Say for example, instead of the picture of apples, if mangoes were given to me or pencils were given to me or anything else was given to me, if it was 3 and 5, it would always add up to an 8, okay? Yeah, so let's move to the next screen. This is, yeah, 3 plus 5 equals to 8. Now, what happens when you add 0 to any number? If I add 0, say for example, in the first picture, as you can see, I have 3 apples, right? And if I add 0 apples, I will still have 3 apples because 0 is nothing, right? So how many, say for example, if you're doing this on fingers, how many fingers would you raise if you were to represent 0? None, right? So how many fingers are you left with? You already have 3 open, correct? You raise none and then that's still 3. So 3, okay? Say for example, I say, what do I mean if I say I have 0 apples? It means I have no apples at all. Now let's see the second one. What happens if I add 4 to no apples? I had no apples before, that is 0, right? Somebody gave me 4 apples. So what is the total number of apples I have right now? That is 4. See? So whenever we add 0 to any number, we get the same number as the answer, okay? Now, good job. You know a lot about addition right now, right? Let's talk about subtraction a bit. What is subtraction? Subtraction is basically when you take away. Now let's see. I have total 6 oranges here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? I am crossing out or taking away 2 apples. See, sorry, 2 oranges. See, 1, 2, right? So I am subtracting 2. That leaves me with how many? 1, 2, 3 and 4, correct? That means 6 minus 2 is equals to 4. Minus, or this sign, also called as minus sign, is used to show subtraction or taking away. Okay, so 6 minus 2 is equals to 4 oranges. Now, this would be true if instead of oranges, I was given something else. It is not true only for oranges, it is true for anything. Just in case we're concerned about the numbers here, okay? So, say for example, you have 6 books and you give 2 away to somebody, you have 4 left. If you have 6 rupees, if you give 2 rupees away to somebody, you'll still have 4 left. So no matter what example you pick up with, you'll always have 6 minus 2 equals to 4. Okay? Yeah, see, 6 minus 2 equals to 4. Now, when do we have 0, right, in subtraction? Say for example, I have 4 oranges and I give away 4 all of 4, right? So if I give away 4 out of 4, if I take away all the oranges, then I'll be left with 0, right? So if I take away all the entire number from the number, it is a 0, okay? So yeah, great job guys. Now that we have revised these concepts, let's check our understanding with some challenging questions. I hope you are up for the task because I am definitely up for the task. And as usual, I'll be here to help you whenever you need me. So that is all for the recalling activity. We'll start the practice activity from the next activity and I'll see you in the next. Bye bye. Take care. Hello and welcome to the first practice activity from today's class. Let's not wait any much and let's begin. How many marbles are there in total? Let's count, okay? I have 1, 2, 3 marbles first. I am using the plus sign, that means I'm adding 1, right? How many do I have total now? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what will be my answer? 3 plus 4 is equals to 3 plus 1 is equals to 4, right? Let's give a try to the next one. Again, plus sign is used, that means addition, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I write 6 plus 1 and 2 equals to how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So 6 plus 2 is equals to total how many marbles in total? 8 marbles. See, awesome work you guys. Let's try the third question. It says 4 marbles plus 3 marbles equals to how many? So how many do you have in total? Well, it's easy. Let's try to add it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 plus 3 is total how much? 7 marbles. Okay. Awesome work you guys. Let's move to the next one. It says select the correct answer. What do we need to do here? I am supposed to add 1 plus 7, right? Now you can try this using on fingers, okay? So take out 7 fingers. As you're taking out the fingers, I'll draw small marbles instead, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So how many do I have? I have 7 marbles, correct? How many am I supposed to add in them? 1 more. Let's count the total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, right? So 1 plus 7 is just simply 8. Awesome work you guys. Let's try this. 5 plus 0. What does 0 mean? 0 means nothing, right? So if I'm adding nothing to my number 5, I'll still have 5 left. So the correct answer is going to be a 5. Congratulations on completing the first practice session beautifully. Yeah, and that is all for this activity. I will see you in the next. Bye bye. Take care. Welcome back to another practice activity. Well, we are practicing the concepts from past 2 classes, right? And so far we have done absolutely beautiful on those concepts. Let us not wait much and let us start with this activity. Let us begin. How many caps are there in total? Okay, so we need to find the total number of birthday caps here, right? The first image has 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 caps. So I'll write a 5. I have an addition symbol, that means plus. 1 and 2 caps, that means total how much? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5 plus 2 in any case is going to give me how much? 7, right? So this option right here. See? Awesome, right? Let's move to the next one. How many apples are there on the both trees? Both trees, that means again you have to add, correct? So let's start by counting the apples. On the first tree, how many do I have? 1. Plus on the second tree, 1, 2, 3. How many in total? Let's count, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 1 plus 3 is equals to a 4. So how many total apples do I have? 1 plus 3 equals a 4. See? Nice work, you guys. Let's move to the third question. It says, how many sandwiches are there on both the plates? Let's count the sandwiches numbers, okay? In the first plate, I have 1 and 2 and 3 sandwich. In the second plate, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sandwich. If I just add the total number of sandwiches, let's give them a count totally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So 3 plus 4 usually gives you a 7, and this option right here is the correct option. Well done you guys. Let's move to the next screen. It says how many bottles of juice will be there in total. Like in the cat already I have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? If I add in 2 more, see 1, 2. How many do I have in total? 4, 5 and 6. So 4 plus 2 or 2 plus 4 you can write is equals to as 6. Okay. Let's try the fifth question now. It says choose the pair of boxes that have 7 toffees in total. It says choose the pair of boxes. Okay. So let us start. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And 6 and 7. So if I choose these two, it will have 7 toffees. Let's try for counting for these two left as well. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these two also have 7. So the first pair is this and the second pair is this right here, right? See, nice work, you guys. Congratulations. Congratulations on completing the second practice activity beautifully as well. You guys are pro, definitely champs. Okay. So, yeah, that is all for this activity. I'll see you in the next. Bye bye. Take care. Welcome back. Welcome back to another practice activity. Let us not wait much and let's begin practicing. From this activity onwards, we will be practicing our subtraction methods. What is the difference? Whenever a question says what is the difference, you have to subtract or take away, right? I have 3 marbles. I am taking away 2 out of this. How many am I left with? Just 1, right? So the difference of 3 minus 2 is just 1. See? Awesome, right? Nice work. Let's look at the second question. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, right? And 7 minus how many am I taking away? 1, 2, 3, correct? That leaves me with how many? Let's give it a count. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 7 minus 3 equals to a 4. Awesome. Let's move to the next one. It says select the correct option. So let's count the total number of balls first. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8. How many am I taking away from that? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6, right? And how many am I left with after I take away 6 out of them? 1 and 2. So 8 minus 6 is a 2. And this option right here is the correct answer. See? Nice work, you guys. Let's try the fourth question. It says 9 minus 3 is how much? Let's try to draw small balls on the screen and answer this question accordingly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To take away, I'm going to cross off 3 out of this total. So 1, 2 and 3. Let's count how many am I left with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So what is the total? 9 minus 3 is equals to a 6. See? Correct, right? Let's move to the next question. The next question says 8 minus 8 is equals to how much? Now, you and I both know if I subtract some number out of it completely, then how much am I left with? If I do 8 minus 8, that is whole minus whole, I will be left with a 0. And that is my answer right there. Congratulations, you guys. You have finished another practice activity with amazing colors. Well done, you guys. Keep up the pace, keep up the brilliant work, and I'll see you in the next activity. Bye-bye. Take care. Hello and welcome to the final practice activity from today's class. Well, in the last practice activity, you and I was practicing how to subtract the numbers, right? So let us continue practicing those activities. The first question says I have total 1, 2, 3, 4 bananas, right? I end up taking away how much? How many are crossed there? 1 and 2. So minus 2. And how many am I left with? 2. So which subtraction statement is correct? 4 minus 2 equals to 2 is the absolutely correct answer that you have. Let's move to the next screen. It says total. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I write a 6. I take away how many? 1, 2, 3 and 4 because 4 are broken, right? How many am I left with? 1 and 2. So which subtraction statement would you find it? 6 minus 4 equals to 2. Awesome work, you guys. Let's try the third one. Okay, how many total parrots do we see? It's red parrot. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? And how many are flying away? 1 and 2. So how many will you be left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, right? So 8 minus 2 is equals to what? A 6. Nice work, you guys. Nicely done. Let's try the fourth one. Okay, how many balloons are left? After you subtract, take away 3 from the total, let's count the total first for that, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 in all. I take away 3. 9 minus 3 is to give me how much? 6. So how many am I left with? 6 balloons. Awesomely done. Let's look at the fifth problem. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tennis balls. I take away 1, 2 from them. How many am I left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 minus 2 is equals to a 5. So how many balls are left? Just 5. Well, congratulations on completing the final practice activity with amazing and flying colors, you guys. You did great. And yeah, that was the practice session from today's class. But before we actually sign off from today's class, let's revise what we have, practiced in today's class, or let's talk about the key learning points. Okay, I know that the last two classes we were learning addition and subtraction, and we combined today's class in practicing the last two sessions together, right? So the first thing that we did, we learned how to add numbers, correct? And the second thing that we did, how to subtract numbers, correct? Now, what sign do you use when you're adding numbers? Plus sign. What sign do you use when you're subtracting or taking away numbers? Minus sign, right? And what else did we did? We learned what happens when you add 0 and when do you get 0 if you're subtracting numbers as well, right? So that's amazing. But yeah, that's all for this class. Well done, you guys. Keep up the good work and keep making us proud. And I'll see you the next activity. Bye bye. Take care.